specialise in Spanish wine. Today I want to talk about wine tasting and how to do your own wine tasting at home. Wine is a real sensory experience. It's about sight, it's about aroma, and it's about taste. And there are no right answers because everybody has different experiences. So it's really good fun. You can just get to know wines through different aromas and tastes. First thing, you need a good glass. So pick a good quality glass. When we're tasting red, we want one with a nice big bowl on it so that we can give it a good swirl. And the thing that we're looking for is to get oxygen into the wine. We need to aerate it. We need a tapering neck so that those aromas don't disappear. And then if we're tasting white wine, we don't need such a large glass, but we still need a slight bowl on the glass and a slightly tapered neck. If you want to be really professional, Google ISO tasting glass. And those are the official worldwide, world-known tasting glasses. So everybody works from the same glass. Secondly, put yourself in a nice bright, airy atmosphere. No heavy smells or scents, because that's going to interfere with the aroma of the wine. And just a bright and clean place is good. Try not to wear any sort of aftershave or perfume. Nothing that's going to interfere, because obviously it's very close to where you're going to be sniffing the wine. And try not to drink coffee or tea or any other alcoholic beverages or strong foods before you start. Those are all going to interfere with your palate. So if you need to clean your palate, have a glass of water, perhaps a dry cracker of some sort, just to cleanse the palate. So wine tasting is all about three things: the colour, the aroma and the taste. Colour can tell us a huge amount about wine. For example, this is a red wine. If it's got a lovely purpley, bright, vibrant hue to it, then it's a young wine. If it's going to tawny brown colours, it's a wine that's been in oak barrels and has been aging lovely. If it's a white wine, we're looking at a different sort of colour scheme. We're looking at almost transparent, lemony type colours for the whites, going into deep golden amber colours for the aged whites. So immediately your sight will tell you something about the wine. Aromas. Aromas are great fun, and there are no right answers for aromas. It is whatever aroma you pick up. Today we're in the kitchen because that's where I learned a lot of aromas for wine tasting. Very easy. Open your store cupboard, go through your spice cupboard. Do you know what nutmeg smells like? Take some nutmeg. Do you know what coriander or cinnamon smells like? Have a sniff of those spices. These are all going to help you build up your little memory bank of aromas. Cloves. Sometimes you get red wines that are almost warm and clovey. Have a sniff of a clove. Do you know what a raisin smells like? Raisins. You often get those in red wines that have been aged because they're not fresh fruit. They're kind of cooked fruit, really. Pepper. Black and white pepper. White pepper you'll get in a Pinot Grigio. Black pepper you'll often get on the end of a Shiraz. Do you know what that smells like? Take a clove. Have a sniff. When we're looking at the tropical fruits, we might get things like pineapple, banana. If we're looking at young whites, lemon. Do you know what lemon and do you know what lime smells like? Because they're quite different. Or green fruit, perhaps pears or something like that. So in the kitchen is a great fun way to build up a little memory bank for wines. On the palate then, how do you actually taste it? Well, same as sort of aerating in the glass, you need to get the wine moving around your mouth. Inside your mouth will react so differently in different areas of your mouth to the flavours in the wine. So you really want to push it around every part of your mouth. Okay? So I've pushed all around my mouth. I've got different tingling sensations in different areas, and I'm going to pick up different fruits in those areas. And that one's a young red, so I got strawberry and raspberry immediately, so that's quite an intense flavour. Sometimes you need to work at them, and it will take a few goes to distinguish which fruits are in the wine. If your palate is tired and you're going to swallow, I would suggest that you swallow the first part immediately and then go on to the second tasting. It sort of warms up your palate a bit. Spittoons are a great idea because if you're going through 10 wines, by wine 8 you're really not very objective at all. So the spittoon, a jug, if you prefer. So that's the flavours. So what you've got to try and do is pick out the different fruit flavours that are in the wine. And it may be that it's a couple of seconds afterwards, after you swallow, that you get sort of a lasting taste, and you can perhaps relate that to a fruit flavour. So that's a really whirlwind tour of how to taste wine. So be in a nice airy place, don't have too many smells around, really important to pick a good glass, and do some homework, work through your spice cupboard, learn different aromas, because the aroma is super important, really, really important in a wine. If the wine has a bad aroma, that really puts me off, even though it might have a fantastic taste. Move the wine all around your mouth. If you're going to spit out, use a spittoon, and enjoy it. The more wines you can experience, the better. It's like eating food. The more food you experience, your palate just becomes so much more demanding, greater variety, and much more exciting, basically. And wine is exactly the same. So thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. That's the end of today's episode.